Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Horizon Forbidden West. We have done some things since the last episode. First of all, look at this sickening Tanakh armor that I have on Aloy. I love it. Also, I did a few things off screen just to try to keep up because I don't want this to be 900 parts. So we did the Wings of the Ten. Let me just show you this gorgeous weapon right here. Wings of the Ten. It was just collecting all the black boxes. It was, you know, nothing too exciting, just collected all the black boxes, and then you went and handed them all in, and then you were able to get this weapon, and it is sickening, bitch. I have it upgraded here. Let me show you what other quests I've done. I finished the last mission we were on last episode where we helped Oris and back at Landfall, and he gave us a weapon. So we finished. So we did the second verse. We helped Zoe. We took out the machines. We knew the stuff from the machines that we needed, the parts from the machines that we needed. Talked about the points of the lance. This is all the main missions. Hold on, let's do the side missions. Okay, yes, this was another side mission I did. Guys, I spent like a day just like having fun playing the game. So we did the Gate of the Vanquished. Draka challenged Yara. I made Jaka in charge. Yara had to go. So the way home, I have to finish the Wings of the Ten. I think I have to figure out how to override the Sun Wings, and then I can get that. But that's what I have so far. I was just really enjoying playing it, trying to do a bunch of cleanup before the main mission was finished. And now I'm gonna have to talk to Zoe. Alright, who do we want to talk to first? Let's talk to Zoe first and finish this mission. Talk to Zoe.
Welcome back.
Good to be back. Have you met our new Quen guest yet?
I could barely keep up as she gave herself a tour of the base. Varl gave her a new focus. Though when he told her she was free to access all the data
she must have
we
lost
had
her mind.
here,
She's
she
been
turned
so excited.
pale, I thought she'd faint on the spot. We showed her to the archive room so she could see for herself. She hasn't left the place since.
Oh, she's gonna be in heaven.
Sounds like Alba.
Oh, before I forget, I'd like to discuss the land gods again, if you have time.
Okay. Guys, if you can, oh my god, alright, healing the land gods. I'm gonna go through all of this first. Let me know, I hope we're not close to the end of the game. If I start this, will I be able to finish up? I want to do a bunch of other stuff.
But she seems to trust Varl.
I still can't believe she told him the Zeniths are immortals. Old ones who cut themselves off from the cycle of life and decay. I've never heard of anything so selfish. To deny our dying bodies to the earth. To doom the life that would bloom in their place. It's despicable.
They think they're gods. Your training.
Found anything else?
This armor is so fucking sickening.
Varl and I have been looking into the animals of the old world. Apparently there used to be thousands more species roaming around than there are today. Can you imagine that?
Yeah.
I'd give anything to see them. Even as holograms.
Oh, I love Zoe.
Though I know that without Artemis or Apollo, that may prove difficult. At least I can find comfort in knowing Gaia used many of them as inspiration for her machines. Her memory honors them.
Zoe is the best. Alright.
What are you going to learn next?
I'm not sure. I asked Gaia for suggestions, and she brought up data you found on something called a museum? From what I gather, the old ones would store knowledge in them for all to see and learn from, like you've done here for us. Maybe one day more people will be able to use this place to learn the way we have.
That sounds crowded.
Yeah, Aloy's not into
nice.
all the crowds.
It looked like you were working on something over there.
With Gaia now growing in strength, I've been trying to find a way to heal the land gods.
I got you.
Even if some
girl.
people think I should give up on them.
Already said I was sorry.
Varl.
Your friend
Oh my god,
thought
Varl.
it'd be a good idea to
They had a
replace
big
the
fight.
land gods with new machines when Gaia recovers.
It wasn't.
The land gods have taken care of our people for generations.
Oh my god, I can't
They are
take
not
them
some
bickering,
broken
it's too
toy
cute.
to be thrown away. Even if they are just machines
Like, the
doing
place
their
looks
job,
lived
to
in
abandon
now.
them in
There's
their time of
plants.
suffering seems cruel.
I'm sure Varl understands that
She's
too.
like, please don't get me
He does
involved
now.
in your
I had to get
you're
pretty
fighting.
mad at him at first, though.
You know I can hear you guys, right?
I'm literally right here, he says. I love this.
Read
I love this
anything
game.
interesting lately?
read any good books
I
lately?
found out the old ones use leaf infusions like the Utaru do. Tea, they call it. Apparently it helped soothe them. That and some sort of scented wax they used to
The candles.
cleanse their aura. Plus something called bubble baths. Me, I think I'll stick to singing to calm the nerves.
Varl looks pretty focused.
He's been obsessing over the data revealed to us by Poseidon. Just the other day, we read about mountains hiding deep underwater that
Yes, the
spew
volcanoes.
fire. If I understand correctly, Gaia said the flames they release come from the very center of the Earth.
This must
like a
be so
heart
fascinating to
beating
them.
with the
They have
life of the
no
world.
idea.
As always, the cycle can be found in even the
Like
most
they have no
unlikely
idea
of
what's going on
places.
in the world.
Of course, Varl's mostly interested in watching explosions happen underwater.
I assume you've been looking into Demeter now that Gaia's merged with it?
Yes, it's been humbling to know that the seeds I carry in this pouch came in turn from the seeds saved for Demeter in the old world. It gives me hope that the cycle of life will prevail now,
God,
just
I
as
hope
it did
so.
before.
Alright,
Are
companions.
you guys training with Erend as well?
If you count trying to stick a spear in his gut as training, then yes.
Oh my
I've
god.
been told. Please tell me you weren't being serious, though.
Of course not.
Of course not.
I was going for a couple of broken bones. He called the Utaru leaf grazers.
Oh, she did not take
Laughed at
kindly
the
to
idea
that.
of us simple farmers being formidable fighters. Before I knew it, he and I were battling it out in the common room. The man is slow, but he can throw a hammer around. Don't look so worried. We're evenly matched. For now.
For now.
Next time he's going down like a load of boar dump.
Just try not to kill each other.
Please, guys, try and get along. There's only 5
Injuring
of us
his
here.
pride should be good enough.
Is there anything I can help with
Yeah,
around
I
here?
want to see if there's anything else going on.
Oh no, we're doing fine.
Are you okay?
You and Varl have been friends for a while.
Yeah, I want to know
I
all
like
the
to
tea.
think so.
I was wondering, what do you know about his mother?
Oh,
That bad, huh?
why do you want to know?
He's spoken of his sister, Vala, but I noticed he avoids talking about his mother.
It's a very touchy subject.
She's the war chief of the Nora. Best warrior the tribe's ever known. Tougher than a
That is a
thunderjaw.
pretty big compliment coming from
She can be
Aloy.
pretty harsh at times.
I see. That must have been hard on him.
She is
Thank
like
you
the
for telling me.
nurturing.
I feel silly not
Part
being able
that
to
he
ask
missed
Varl
out on.
directly.
I wouldn't worry about it. He's probably afraid Sona will scare you off someday.
I'd like to see her try.
Yeah, she loves him. She ain't going nowhere.
You ever play that board game Aaron set up?
Strike? I'm the one who gave it to him. I was hoping it'd distract him enough to spare us that ruckus he calls death
Yes!
metal.
Yes, for the
No
death
such
metal.
luck.
Oh my god, I love it. Give me
You
more
and Varl
death
doing
metal
okay?
all the time.
Training, I mean.
We're doing fine. Although I admit it'd be nice to take a small break from studying, just the two of us. But then who'd look after Erend?
Look after the baby.
Katalo.
Leave
Oh,
a loud
Katalo. I
Oseram
never
with
went
a
back and
brooding
spoke to
Tanakh.
Katalo.
What could go wrong?
I have to find Katalo too. I want to talk to everybody.
What's
Guys, I
everyone
tried
been
to
up
make the last couple episodes
I've been
pretty
trying
long.
to share some of my
I've
meals
been like
with
doubling
Beta.
up the
Thought it
episodes
might
for you
help her
guys.
feel more at home. Maybe even get her to sleep up here instead of in that dark basement. She would not be moved.
I appreciate you trying.
Patience reaps the best harvest. I'm not giving up hope yet.
Oh my goodness,
How
there's
are
so
things
much
with everyone?
information.
Slightly quieter. Aaron's been busy scouring data on his newest obsession. Apparently the old ones wrestled machines as some kind of performance. Called it metal versus meat.
Oh my
A
god.
must-see battle between steel and flesh, as Aaron likes to put it. You'd think we have enough of that going around as it is.
Yeah, for real. Oh wait, the healing.
Any progress with your plan for the land gods? Is the reboot code ready?
It is. But there is difficult work ahead. Gaia warned me that because the land gods are linked together in a network, the code must be delivered to all of them. Most are in Plainsong, but in recent years,
So
3 of them wandered
Do.
off. So, T, and Do.
We have to find them.
No, we know where they are, but they're hard to reach. So, wandered into a
Dogs are
lake
going
and sank.
crazy.
Doe ventured into a dangerous canyon, and T broke down amidst a herd of machines.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Tell you what. You go to Plainsong,
Another
handle
side
all the
mission,
land
guys.
gods
There's
there.
so many side
I'll take
missions.
care of So, T, and Doe. I'll need their locations, plus the reboot code.
I'm sending the data to you now. My people made shrines near where each land god faltered. When you see them, you'll know you're close. And once again, thanks for your help.
You're welcome, girl.
We're not gonna let your people starve, Zoe.
Oh, I can't
promise.
get over this armor.
I
Farewell.
need to get going.
Right. You've retrieved the Omega clearance.
Yes.
That means we'll be going after Hephaestus soon. I'll
Like,
make sure
I'm
my
nervous.
gear's
I
ready.
don't want to start this Gemini mission yet. There's so much more I want to do, but I wanted to get back here. The second verse. Okay. Go to the shrine. Okay, there's more missions to go. I will also want to talk to Katalo.
From the look on your face, I'd say the mission was a success.
I got Omega clearance. Is everyone ready to head out to Cauldron Gemini?
As soon as you give the word.
I'm like afraid.
Did Alva make it here all right?
Our new Quen friend. The moment she laid eyes on the archives, she jumped on them like a long
Like, I
leg.
love Girl,
Sounds about
Varl,
right.
Zoe, all of them, the Zeniths.
Now that I have Omega clearance, we can grab Hephaestus and finally have the advantage over the Zeniths.
Can't wait to see their faces as they stare down a bunch of charging thunder jaws.
It's so good, guys.
Better them than us, for once. Once Gaia is back up and running, I expect you to put all your training to good use.
The seeds have been planted. All they
He
need
sounds like Miss Zoe.
is a chance to bloom. What? I thought that was pretty good.
My girlfriend likes
Zoe
it.
liked it.
I'm glad you and Zoe found each other.
Me
Don't
too.
forget, you're to blame for that.
Yes, that's true. Farewell,
I should
my
go
dear,
give this to Gaia.
my dear
Of
friend.
course. Let us know when we're needed.
What is
There
this
she
death
is.
metal I hear?
Heard
Death
you had an
metal.
interesting time in Thebes.
Maniacs, lava, what's not to like?
I'll remember that next time I go traveling.
At least I got what we needed to trap Hephaestus.
Good thing I got my gear ready then.
Yeah, he hasn't been on a mission with us in a while.
You look tired.
Ha! You never want to hold back, are you? I've just been making sure that I got everything down for this mission. of
He
yours.
doesn't want to
We want
disappoint
to be
her.
the usual screw-up out there.
Aw.
You'll do fine, Errant. Bet you're used to that focus.
Well, I can hit machines in their weak points. I guess that's something. I wish all the other data was as easy to deal with. To be honest, it's hard to understand half of what's on there. And
It's
the
gotta
other
be
half
hard for
reminds
them.
me, well, this isn't a fight you can win by just waving a hammer, which is kind of what I do. But hey, that just means I gotta study harder. Now, make
He
myself
is
useful.
very John
Just
C.
give it
Riley energy.
You've been looking at any interesting data?
I asked Gaia to find me something to look at a while back, and she found the mother of all forges. They called it sports.
Oh,
Turns
I hate
out
sports.
the old ones spent a lot of time tackling and punching each other for points in one game or another.
Oh, he
Are
must
you
have-
mixing some solid food and fresh ale? I bet half the claim will be lining up to watch.
Cute.
What else have you been studying with your...
Yeah, I've been looking into this Vegas place you found.
Oh, I love.
Gaia showed us everything that happened when you went to get that Poseidon thing. I mean, this Moreland guy seems pretty smart. Though, risking the Tanakh clan lands for a light show is a bold move.
His crew knows how to handle themselves.
Mostly.
Mostly.
Right.
Oh my, so itchy.
Do I smell ale?
I brought some over from Chain Scrape. With everything that's been going on, Besides, there is nothing that brings people together like a good brew. That's what my sister always said.
Aw.
Anyways. You're more than welcome
After
to
this
Maybe
is
another
over,
time.
we will have a drink. Aloy is very busy.
Anything happen I should know about?
Zoe asked us to help her bring more plants in
It
here.
looks much more lived in,
Not
like
for eating,
very slowly.
apparently. Yeah, if you ask me, the place is fine as it is.
She made it
The
a
metal
home.
might be plain, but it's sturdy. Nothing wrong with that. Who needs a bunch of vegetation?
Ugh, everybody.
How are things with Katalo? You still scared of him?
Oh, she thinks she's funny.
I love how she's busting his chops.
Actually, I asked if he'd be interested in playing a game of Strike. I had to fill in most of the conversation myself.
He's not much of a
but
talker.
I'm still alive.
Glad to hear it.
Cute.
Have you spoken with Alva yet?
Yeah, when she's not reading the archives like a giddy kid drinking her first ale. She took to that new focus quick, that's for sure.
Oh, she must
I gotta say, I'm a little jealous.
She must
but I
be
can see
living
why
her
you
best
two
life right now.
hit it off.
Alright. I
should
haven't
get
played
going.
Strike yet. I'm not
As soon
about
as you want
to
us
start
heading
now.
out to those cauldrons.
I'll give you the heads up.
Yeah, we've got a lot to do. I want to find Katalo. Right, we've talked to... Hold on. Oh no, wait, I don't want to go out. I want to... Katalo. Wait, no, not there. Oh my god.
I wonder what it's like.
Can I activate this?
According to this console, there are still thousands of plant samples stored deep
Oh,
below
I
the
didn't even
facility.
realize this is something I
ask
could
Gaia about
activate.
them the next time I talk to her.
Yeah. Alright, Katalo, where the heck are you? Here you are. Oh my goodness, I've been waiting to talk to you. Oh my god. We're supposed to get him an
Aloy.
arm, right?
Well, Matt, we've been briefed on our mission and are ready whenever you wish to head to Cauldron
I'm
Gemini.
scared, guys.
There is something I've been meaning to discuss with you. It's personal.
I certainly do.
If you have a moment to spare.
Yes.
Must be strange, seeing everything through a focus now.
I can see machines like never before. Their strengths and weaknesses simply reveal themselves to me. To think that such a tiny object might be the most powerful weapon I've ever possessed.
What do you think of this place?
I can't get over this
It must
armor.
take some
I
getting
want
used
to keep
to.
saying costume. It's
It's
not
an
a costume.
efficient center of operations.
It's very serious.
and
Armor.
an acceptable training facility. Though it could use some more color.
Duly noted.
We have to bring in the whole blue and purple palette that he has
Anything
from
interesting
his
happened
home.
while I was away?
I found an acceptable place to practice with my blade.
Oh, and where's that?
Outside, above the base. There's a nest of sunwings that are always up for a fight.
Ever thought of sparring with something that's not trying to kill you?
That would defeat the purpose of the training.
Found anything interesting during...
Gaia told me where to find data on how wars were waged in the old world. I knew the Ten fought against machines, much as we do now, but it seems they were among the last of their kind. Later, machines battled other machines on behalf of greedy leaders, as they vied for lands and spoils. At least the Tenakth have the courage to put their lives on the line when conflicts arise.
There is nobility in that.
Yeah, let's like
But
stop
maybe
fighting all
we
the
just
time,
need fewer
honestly.
conflicts in the first place.
Yes, of course. Hikaru would have it so as well.
Caro. More training?
How are your studies going?
I wanted to learn more about the world of the...
And?
I looked up this pharaoh Gaia said you went looking for, and learned about the plague of machines he unleashed. To think that the ancient world was wiped out by
That is so
a
terrifying.
mistake. A single miscalculation. There is no glory or honor in such a fate. Only hubris and pointless death.
That about sums it up.
Companion.
Does it still hurt?
It comes and goes.
Like he took
I
that
try not
like
to think about it.
it was no big thing.
But its absence is always present for me. It's difficult to explain.
I can't claim to understand. Only empathize.
My dogs are going
Then you
crazy.
have my thanks.
Have you spoken with Erend at all?
I've had little chance to. I did see him bring some ale from out east.
That stuff's as bitter as self-brush.
You get used to it, eventually. In fact, I wouldn't mind a drink myself.
Oh, you've got a
I'm
drinking
sure
partner.
Aaron wouldn't mind sharing.
He loves to drink.
What have you been up to?
Varl has asked to learn the differences between my people's clans, so I've been teaching him Tenakth history. It is heavy with blood and death,
Obviously.
but also with honorable deeds and vanquished tyrants. Maybe you'd like to hear about it as well, when our mission is done.
No, definitely.
I'd be honored.
Aw.
What do Tenakth do to relax? You know, to take a break from training?
There is no break.
We play strike.
Yeah.
Your Oseram friend, Erend, is surprisingly good at it, although he has yet to beat me. It helps one think strategically, hones the mind for tactics.
Somehow that still sounds like training.
It kind of does.
Have you spoken with Alva?
The Quen is peculiar.
Good boy.
Nothing like a Tenakth. Her mind is sharp, that much is certain. But it's hard to imagine her surviving in the wild.
She does pretty good. She
Trust
holds
me.
on her own.
She's tougher than she looks.
I will take your word for it.
You said there was something you wanted to talk about?
I've been speaking with Gaia.
We have
She
to get
mentioned
him.
that the Zeniths bind metal with flesh to make themselves stronger.
We can do it
I
too.
was wondering if you'd help me do the same.
You want to make yourself a new arm?
Yes. Gaia insists she can help me build such a thing if I can get the necessary data
I'm on
and
it.
materials. She believes these things lie in the place where Beta hid from the Zeniths.
Their ancient research lab.
Oh God.
I am not as familiar with old world machinery as you are. I could use your assistance.
It might be dangerous. The Zeniths probably still keep an eye on that place. We were lucky to get out of there alive the first time.
For real.
I see.
We'll get it.
Sounds
Don't
like
worry.
this is worth the risk.
Totally.
By the 10, we shall see it through.
Love. Love all of our friends. Okay, farewell.
I have to go now.
Then do not let me keep you.
I'll call you when I'm near the Zenith lab. We'll get what you need for that new arm of yours.
Thank you, Aloy.
Love.
Plugging in that power cell downstairs must have turned on these holograms.
Oh well, look at this.
Aloy!
Right to work, I see.
There's just so much. I mean, we knew of artificial beings that served the ancestors, but Gaia? Oh, she's amazing!
She's nerding out so hard.
And you, a true reincarnation of an ancestor. Genetically speaking, of course, not like the, late CO. And there's more ancestors out there, returned from beyond the stars. Of course, they're trying to kill us.
They are trying to
which is
kill us,
not
girl.
right. And Eric Visser is with them, which is disturbing. And then there's Hephaestus, and...
Okay. How about we take it one step at a time?
You're right. I also owe you an explanation for everything that happened at Landfall.
You mentioned Eric Visser? How do you know about him?
The Zenith who tried to kill you? He is known to the Quen as the Protector. Combing through data related to his work led us to breakthroughs related to weapons and military tactics. Knowledge our rulers used to conquer and expand, to become the empire we are today. That's why he's one of our most revered ancestors. But based on your encounter with him, it appears he's even more ruthless than we ever imagined. Yet another distorted interpretation in the legacy.
Well, at least you're piecing together the truth.
If only the overseers back home would do the same.
Beta mentioned other Zeniths. Tilda, Verbena, and Gerard.
I'm afraid I don't know anything about them. Whatever legacy they left behind, the Diviners haven't recovered.
I see you've been using your new focus.
It's been fascinating. So much better than the version the Quen have. What would have taken me years to sort through, like the database you helped me recover, with this, I've been able to establish search parameters to speed up the process. This could revolutionize how diviners analyze the legacy. That is, whatever part of it the overseers would actually
You've
let
got
us
to break
study.
away from them. They are the worst.
You wanted data, you'll find lots of it here.
A diviner has never had this sort of unsupervised access to archives such as this. And knowing you, I suspect there is much that would normally be forbidden held within them. But I was sent here to help you.
Oh,
I
she's
would
gonna
be
read through
remiss to
everything.
ignore any truth laid before me. Maybe it'll help the Quen find their way back to the path of truth.
I imagine you don't know anyone here that well yet, but they're a good group.
It's funny because one of your friends is, well, another you. Not that you are the same person at all. I mean, you are, as in, you're both genetically Elizabeth Sobek, but even so, you're different.
Yeah, we are. I hope everyone's been treating you okay.
Oh, yeah, of course. They've all been extremely welcoming. And they share the knowledge they learn on their focuses with each other freely.
Yeah, we're like friends.
It's refreshing. Back home, diviners can only share data with the permission from
We're
the
gonna have
overseers.
to,
Sounds restrictive and stifling.
yeah, we're gonna have to break free.
You are not wrong.
The Quen. Oh, wait. Your family.
You mentioned the reason you came here was to help your family. Your sister...
Her name is Alika. Our parents are commoners, peasants, really. When I passed the divination exams, they were so proud. It brought honor to our family and increased rations. Only Alika begged me not to leave for the research academy.
Why? What happens there?
Yeah.
Alika knew that once you enter, you're not allowed
Oh,
to
that's
leave
right, she
or
said.
see anyone, not even your family. Unless you can get special permission and an escort by an overseer.
It sounds harsh.
It's so
Like
harsh.
the focuses we keep, diviners are few in number, and the Empire is, well, fearful that outsiders will try to steal our knowledge. Last time I was allowed to see my family was just before our voyage here. Because of my position, I was able to get them refuge from the floods within the capital. But if our crops don't recover soon, they'll starve to death along with everyone else.
Oh my god.
I promise I'll do my best to make sure it doesn't come to that.
Like, sometimes the hand movements are too much, Miss
The
Aloy.
ancestors. Is that what your people call the old ones?
Yes and no. The ancestors are the greatest of the old ones. Those whose legacy taught us agriculture, medicine, warfare, leadership, and patronage of the science and arts.
The CEO called Elizabeth Sobek an assistant.
Yeah,
What's
what
that
the
about?
fuck?
Right. Well, any old one who has made minor contributions or worked
Oh my God, I'm gonna
extensively
fall down and
under
pass out.
one of the ancestors is called an assistant. That's how we thought of Sobek, until we met you. Our limited access to data past the late 2040s has obviously misinformed our view of the past.
You could say that. The CEO.
You said you owed me an explanation for
Yeah.
what happened in Thebes. I'm listening.
Right. I'll start at the beginning with the CEO. He was an Imperial, the Emperor's nephew.
Oh,
in
I was so
fact.
glad he got what he deserved.
As such, he sponsored many diviners to search the legacy for anything that might help the tribe, and himself. He took a special interest in anything related to Ted Farrow, whom we consider the greatest of the ancestors.
Ted Farrow, revered ancestor.
He brought the whole world
It's tough
down.
to take.
I know better now, of course.
Yeah, they didn't know any better.
Anyway, the diviners discovered that Pharaoh spent a great deal of time in San Francisco. In fact, many of the most important ancestors did. So the Emperor's nephew convinced him that an expedition across the ocean might solve our most pressing problems. If only we could find the right data in this fabled city. Perhaps we could roll back the floods and storms that threatened our people. The Emperor declared that all the tribe's resources be poured into this endeavor, Dozens of ships were built, scouting missions were dispatched, and the Emperor's nephew was named Sio, one who wields the legacy for the good of the Empire. The living embodiment of Ted Farrell.
Oh god, he was so
the
full of
renewer.
himself.
It may seem strange now, but for a time,
Well, I'm
he
glad that
carried
they
all
did
of our
that, because
hopes.
if it wasn't for her,
I
we wouldn't
really
even know where
believed
his
he would
tomb
save
was.
us. We had no idea just how perilous the journey would be.
You said the expedition across the sea was more dangerous than you thought it would be. What happened?
We lost most of our ships to hurricanes, and
Yikes.
scores of soldiers perished to hunger and
We
disease.
saw the list of the
And that was
dead
before
and how
we
they
even hit the
died.
coast. Once we landed, machines ripped our patrols apart, and we struggled to replenish our rations. There were bright spots, to be sure. We found thieves and the greenhouse, but nothing improved the CEO's mood as his dreams of saving the tribe were slowly
Did he really
dashed.
care about the tribe? I think he
became
just
more
wanted to.
and more obsessed with thieves.
I think
and
he
what
just
lay
wanted to
behind its
find
door,
something more to
and
satisfy himself.
more and more convinced that the title of CEO was no mere honorific. You heard him, spouting nonsense about Pharaoh's essence and some kind of becoming.
At least she's not completely
We knew these
brainwashed.
weren't the words of a sane man, but he was quick to put any who spoke out in front of a firing squad.
What a great guy.
Yeah, sounds terrific.
Quen are wrong about many things when it comes to the legacy. I can see that now. But what the CO became was a complete perversion of what principal diviners stand for. The pursuit of truth. I'm sorry you had to endure his madness. I'm just glad it's
Yeah,
over
he had to go.
for everyone.
Bohai. Yeah, he almost took us out.
Bohai, your overseer. Will he run things better than CEO?
He won't execute people on a whim, if
But
that's
did
what
you
mean.
see, like,
But
one
he's
of
hardly
the
a
text
paragon of
messages
integrity.
that I read in like
I
2
can't
episodes
tell you
ago,
how many times he took credit for data in the legacy that I uncovered.
saying like, don't
Best thing I can
like
say about
threatening
him is
people.
that he can be trusted to always do what's best for him.
Yep, sounds about right.
Forbidden knowledge.
Back at the greenhouse, you spoke of knowledge forbidden to your people.
Diviners are meant to seek out the truth in the legacy, and many Imperials sponsor them in the hopes they'll find something the Empire can put to use, thus gaining favor with the Emperor. But the Board of Overseers claims certain truths are detrimental to the stability of the Empire.
Yeah.
Like discovering one of our revered ancestors ended the world.
Yeah. Oops.
That is why diviners are only allowed to access segments of the legacy. Only overseers can view it all. It ensures that any heretical data can be contained and retrieved before it can spread.
What happens to diviners who break the rules?
I never had the courage to ask.
All right. I think we did everything.
I need to get going, but if you need anything,
All I need is to help you succeed in your mission.
Love
The
her.
plan Gaia told me about to capture Hephaestus, it will help set things right.
I hope so.
Then I will do whatever I can. I promise.
What was lost? Go to the meeting place. This place is kind of a mess.
Pizza? Apparently it tastes
Pizza.
worse the longer it takes to be delivered.
Should we talk to Gaia? Was I in here before? Oh, okay.
Welcome back.
Oh, we're working on the thing. Open quest minute. Oh god, I think I'm gonna start before I talk to Gaia. I think I'm gonna wait, do a couple more side missions. We'll get Katalo his arm first. Let's go. Yeah, let's.
Ah, this data looks fun.
let's go get him his arm so he can, and then he'll be able to help us too. Wow, look at this place. It's really coming alive. All right. Gorgeous. So gorgeous. All right, let's go. Can I get anywhere? Oh. Guys, that's happened to me a couple times. Right, let's kind of fast travel half the way at least. I also want to do all the salvage contracts, so we're going to end this here. I'll come back and we'll get Casalo his arm and we will finish up that mission. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll be back with more Horizon.